about, Mary, if I mainly walk?
Okay, so that's the next. Yeah, so that's the next way you can do it. You can switch it up. So if you've started out and you have a lot of weight to lose, and so you start out and walking is it, you're going to lose weight by walking. But as you start to lose weight, your body's going to become more efficient, and you're actually going to need to move faster in order to keep that up. So moving faster rather than longer is going to help you burn more weight or burn more fat. And the thing about that is that you're going to have less weight to move anyway than when you started, because you've already lost some weight by the fact that you've hit a plateau. So going just a little bit faster is going to just tell your body, wait a minute, something's happening. They're doing something different. They're not doing the same thing that they normally do. And it's going to kick your body into gear and start burning that fat again. So here's a good, my husband and I are super competitive. And so one of the things you can do is compete with yourself. And I often like to compete with myself. So if you go out on a walk and you walk for about an hour, compete with yourself and see if, now you have to make sure that that your walk is the same distance, okay? When I tell you this, you've got to go the same distance, but you're going to go that distance with a shorter amount of time. So say it took you an hour to do your walk. You're going to walk now for 45 minutes and see if you can go that same distance for 45 minutes. You're just cutting off 15 minutes, but you're pushing it just a little bit faster, and you're getting that heart rate up, and you're burning that fat. You're telling your body, come on, let's work harder, let's work harder.
So Mary, you're saying go further and go faster, not further.
Go faster, not further. Go the exact same distance. And see if you can do it, and then challenge yourself. Take it down to 30 minutes, take it down to 35 minutes, take it down to whatever your next competition level is going to be for you, and challenge yourself to meet that goal. In a great way to know whether or not you're burning at the right level, in the book there's a rate of perceived exertion. I want you to look at the cream colored, there's two columns. Look at the cream colored table and figure out from that one, you're going to look at some of the numbers in the book. It'll say, hey, if you want to work at this level, work at 9 and 10. So use your guide at the level of effort you want to put out. Use that cream colored table. Now, as you're working out, you want to use the green colored table and ask yourself, is this how it feels? Do I feel like I'm working out really hard if I'm doing a 9-10 HIIT workout, which we're going to talk about next? So do I feel that way, or is it still really easy for me to talk? And so one way you could do it is you could say the Pledge of Allegiance before you start to work out. And then as you're working out, say the Pledge of Allegiance again. And if you say it the same way as you said it before you worked out, you're not working hard enough. You need to be breathing hard. You need to get that heart rate up. And you'll know with just the talk test whether or not you're working at a harder level.
Okay, wait a minute. I got to get this right. I say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and I time it. You didn't say that.
Well, yeah, that's right.
It takes me 30 seconds to say it.
Okay.
Then I start my workout, and I say it again as I'm walking. And if it takes me the same amount of time, then I'm not working hard enough.
You're not working hard enough.
Got it.
It needs to take you longer to say the Pledge of Allegiance.
You got to get a good respiratory breath.
Yeah.
When you're working hard, you need to be breathing hard.
Yep.
Yeah.
And just that, the idea of it's kind of the idea of muscle confusion too. You're telling your body, your body is really comfortable walking. It's gotten used to walking. And now you're going to work faster, and you're going to walk faster, and your body's going, wait a minute, what are you doing? And I got to keep up with you. And so it's going to start to burn fat, which is what we want.
Okay, good. And what else?
Well, and then I told you, I mentioned HIIT. So in my Clicks for Fitness, we talk about HIIT a lot. And you'll find it in lots of different chapters that you'll find.
Wait, what does HIIT mean?
Oh, okay. HIIT means,
stand for?
it stands for high intensity interval training. So it's that effort you're going for that's around the 8, 9, 10 range on that rate of perceived exertion scale. So you're trying to get to that level. That's when it's hard. It's somewhat hard. But the thing is about high intensity training is that you work hard for a little bit and then you get to break. You get to rest. And then you work hard again and then you get to rest. And it's those rests that make your body work so much more efficiently with your exercise. So you work faster, you work more efficiently, and you get it done in less time, which is what HIIT is all about. It's about using your...
I know it works. So let me tell you about a couple of my workouts. I told you that I walked for an hour on the beach a couple of weeks ago. And according to my smartwatch, my Apple Watch, it said that I burned approximately 120 calories for that 60 minute walk. I enjoyed it. I didn't walk super fast, moderately. So tonight I finished a HIIT class with my friend Diane Andrews, who I'll give a shout out to because she's an awesome instructor, Body and Soul Fit 360 workout that she led. And in 38 minutes, I burned 226 calories.
It's so great.
See the difference.
Yeah.
And I did not kill myself. I'm sitting here uninjured.
Yeah.
Because I worked at my pace, my level, but alternating this strength training with some rest and then some cardio with some rest. In between, we got a lot done in about a 45-minute class. And I checked my watch at about 30-something minutes to see how many calories I burned.
Yeah.
Looking at those, comparing that, if my goal is to burn calories to help me move the scale, to help me break this weight loss plateau, the smart exercise for me would be a HIIT training class. And I know you might be thinking, well, I don't know how to do a HIIT class, or I don't have that. A shout out to Body and Soul Fitness. There are virtual Fit 360 classes. They're available.
Yep.
You can find them. And it depends on how serious you are and how much you want to bust through that plateau. And
yeah, and we even have a longevity Fit 360 where it's not choreographed moves, but it is of the interval training style. But it's a little bit less intense than maybe the Fit 360. But again, like Vicki said, you can tailor it to your own level of fitness. And that's what we always encourage our students to do, is to tailor whatever you're doing to your own level of fitness, because there are modifications for everything out there and you can modify doing it all. One of the other things that we've done in here, there's a chapter on swimming. And there's actually a HIIT workout in that chapter. So if you like to swim and you want to get a swim belt, put it around your waist, go out into the deep end, have something that will time you, you can simply go out into the deep end, tread water for 30 seconds and then rest. And then tread water for 30 seconds again and rest. They say treading water in the deep end with a belt on doing a HIIT workout is probably one of the most effective ones you can do. And there's no impact on the joints. How great is that? So check that out. Also, if you like to ride a bike, and it's a great time in the fall to ride bikes and look at the leaves and stuff like that, you can do a HIIT workout with a bike. So, and again, we have those in here. We also have, again, pictures, because I know for me, I like to see pictures. I like to see what some of the movements are because I don't always know. And so we have different style of HIIT workouts for you to do. There's some on pages 102 to 106, and then there's a couple more on pages 167 to 168. And I've got some for men in there as well. It's not just for women. There's some exercises in there for men too.
And there's a great website that I use quite a bit. It's a Harvard Medical School website, and I'll try to put it somewhere, but it's health.harvard.edu. And then you can find all kinds of things about diet, weight loss, calorie burned in 30 minutes. And it categorizes by your age and if you're male or female and how much you weigh. So that is really helpful. That's pretty accurate. Now, any chart, any formula.
There's one thing that HIIT does that most people aren't aware of. And HIIT is one of the exercises, they call it the anti-aging exercise.